Hello, it's our team call and feeling, I don't know what I'm feeling. Probably pretty vulnerable in what I'm sharing with you gals today because it's about ego. And I am not immune to ego. None of us are. And so for me to show up and train on ego is very humbling because anytime I train another team or train you guys, if I'm going to train and share and teach you all my experience and my knowledge, give me a break, you guys. I never feel completely 100% like, ooh, I have so much value to bring my people. You guys, this is very, very humbling. Um, I have to look through what I'm sharing and making sure I'm coming from a place of a pure heart and with integrity to you. I never wanted to be a diamond that I feel like I actually failed at this. Even though I never wanted to be a diamond that was unrelatable or someone who just are like, I have it all together. That's how I got here. Still do. Watch me go. Okay, now you guys all get it together. This is how you get it together. No, this business really brings up the insecurities in each and every one of us, things that need to heal, things that need to be touched. And I am a firm believer that most people quit for two reasons. One, if you're in our book club, you know what I'm going to talk about very quickly. And by the way, if you're not in the book club yet, set aside time to come to our book club. We're not recording. It is so vulnerable, it's so transparent. We are sharing the real deal. I know it's going to cause us to show up differently, and I'm already seeing it happen. Okay. But there are two reasons why I believe people quit. Number one, they start with such passion and obsession, and then they feel these feelings of, oh my goodness, I can't do it. It's going to take more work than I ever thought. And they lose the joy and the focus of why we're here, what drew us in the first place. It was the joy. It was fun. I'm sipping on this drink that made me feel better. And oh my goodness, I could help so many people. Oh my goodness, I think I might have an entrepreneurial spirit within me. Oh my goodness, my husband has dreams for our family. And I never imagined that maybe I could help these actually come true. We have this joy, this energy. So that's number one reason why I believe people quit. Second reason why I believe people quit too soon. We're talking like after going super or senior silver or faster, and you're like, you have so much influence. Oh my goodness, you are such a hard worker, you are such a precious mom and wife. Why are you quitting? And it can be because of ego, because of our pride. The things that come to the surface, we don't always like to see it or look at it or have it in our faces. So what I'm sharing today is coming from a place of not having it all together, working through things as God brings them to the surface, and letting you guys know. And Liz and I have talked about this in the past that doing this alone, number one, don't recommend it. Number two, you're not gonna get very far. If you have hurts, I really do believe that God gives us people to be the hands and feet and voice of Him in our lives. And so it takes humility. It takes going to our upline and saying, I really felt hurt by this. I don't know if I should feel like this or not, but can we just talk about it? Can we, right? It takes maybe apologizing to a customer and being like, I ghosted you. Like, please forgive me. I was scared to get back to you. I'm very human. Um, Okay, I'm just going to get started. We are talking today about two reasons why you might or I might be finding it hard to bring value on social right now and be yourself right now. I think this could be the answer for many of us, like the secret. So you might be dealing with ego. This is this is hard, you guys. Okay. You might be dealing with some ego if you ever think twice before you throw up a post and then you decide against it. And then you're telling yourself maybe you'll do it tomorrow because we're still in the middle of the month and you have so much time left. You might be dealing with ego if you find yourself feeling defensive and try to come up with reasons about why you didn't work today or why you didn't work last night or what, like why you didn't show up when you said you would. Or maybe you're feeling defensive and find those, you know what I mean? Those defensive like feelings about how you just didn't have time, right? We just didn't have time to fit it in this week. A lot of times that's ego. There's so much more to ego, you guys. As I was like pondering and praying, I actually did this call, a very similar call for a diamond a couple weeks ago, who just said, "Can you talk all about ego?" I'm like, I think so. That means I'm going to have to face a lot of my own if I want to talk about it. It's your team, right? It's very good. Very, very humbling. Um, do you find yourself ever kind of viewing your gifts or your work as more special maybe than your downlines? And you're just like, can you get it together, you guys? That's ego. Or maybe you feel more special than your uplines because maybe you're recruiting more than them right now, or duplicating more than them, or even your sidelines, or that can be ego. Or do you find yourself pulling away and feeling little twinges of bitterness, wishing someone would be more or do more for you? That can be ego. By the way, me sharing all these things, deep breathing, like I'm quivering inside. It's good because I can say these things because I've faced these things myself and felt these things myself. Do you find yourself pulling back in this business when you are going through a hard time personally? Maybe you feel like you're hiding away or protecting yourself. And you guys, yes, yes, yes. While these feelings are very common for all entrepreneurs, we are all going through so many crazy, hard seasons. It really doesn't mean that we have to act on them as much as we do. You know how I feel about turning off the phone. There's a time to turn off the phone, there's a time to pull back, there's a time to recalibrate. We definitely don't need to be airing all of our dirty laundry all over Instagram. You guys, I went back through a depression after my surgery a few years back. And I had a little thought in the back of my mind in the darkness of my literal despairing of my life, thinking I probably should be sharing on social because I'd be so much more relatable. You guys, I felt like I was drowning. I've given myself grace, by the way, through that time, not sharing all of that on social. Do I wish I had? I don't even know. So I get it, right? However, shutting the doors of our business every time a trial comes around in our families or in our mental state can become just a really bad habit, right? Our brains are like, oh, we're just going to stop again. Oh, we're not going to show up in stories again. Oh, I'm not going to do that post again. Oh, I'm going to save the customer care for the end of the week because who knows, they'll probably return the order anyway and quit anyway. It's ego. And I'll tell you why we can tell what's ego, how to tell what's ego versus confidence, because we're going to also kind of address that a little bit. And I would love in the comments if you would be, if you want to, if you feel safe here. This is recorded, but the comments are not going to be put out on YouTube or on our team page for anybody to reread. So if you feel like sharing, yes, I faced some of these feelings, you know, do it. If there's other ideas of what ego is and how it holds us back from being, from showing up, from bringing value to others, and for being our real selves, feel free to share below. Okay, I don't want this to be a one-man band here. So when we open our businesses, how do we show people that our businesses are open on social? We have to post. We have to get on Instagram and show our faces and talk in our homes. We do. That's how we say our business is open, right? So it's very easy though to shut our business down every time we're going through a trial. And let me just tell you, I have 3 trials right now. 3 trials, like specific to me, family, from the outside, things that are concerning me, filling my brain and mental capacity. And I'm tempted. I feel it every day, okay? But think about it. In the real world, you go to work no matter what. It's hard, right? But you push through and you bring home a steady paycheck because of it. David got up and he was at work at 7 a.m. this morning, no matter what, because that's his paycheck, right? He has people depending on him. Um, do not find yourself showing up in stories because you're embarrassed about your non-Instagram home. By the way, this part of my room looks really great, but I turn the camera right now because I have a load of clothes at the end of my bureau that I literally push to the end of my bureau on purpose. I will get to those today. Now that I've said out loud, Lou, hold me to it. But you should see my master closet. I should just bring my laptop in there with me. You guys would fall over dead. Like she is a complete disaster. What in the world is she doing? But are you holding back because your hair wasn't done for the day? And that's your reasoning. You're like, I don't want to change my shirt because it has a big stain on it, right? Or maybe you're in the middle of a big move and you're like, I don't want people to see the utter chaos around me. Um, I think it's a cop out. I really do. Ego really does hold us back from what's doing best for those on the other side of the screen, for the network, for the team, the other side of the screen. If I'm worried about how I'm appearing in my background, I'm just worried about me, me, me. Are you seeing what's happening here? Ego is going to literally hold you back and me back from actually being relatable by showing up in the middle of the crazy 15, 30 seconds. Why are we not showing up for 15, 30 seconds on a video sharing, oh my goodness, this gal, Hannah, and she homeschools, she just went Emerald. This is what it means to their family. Really? We can't like find a place in our room to do that? I mean, it's holding us back from doing what's best for those around us, right? Okay. The Latin word for ego, does anybody know what it is? Put it in the comments. I'll know what it is. Rachel's walking. We should all be. I feel like I'm not that talented to walk and talk at the same time. Okay, so ego. The Latin word for ego is I. Is I, as in me, myself, and I. And, some would interpret ego and say, oh, it's self-confidence. We need a little bit of it, but not too much. It's good to have a healthy ego as long as, you're not hurting others. I would disagree. I believe that confidence is a very different thing. And if you have ego in your business, it's going to keep you looking out for one person and one person only. I. Just you, no one else. You'll find yourself, and I have found myself blinded to see even what my downline actually needs from me because I'm so focused on me. It really is pride. Ego equals pride, right? I have found myself in places where I'm like, why is it so hard for me to have creativity to know how to reach out to my customers right now and bless them and serve them? It usually comes down to ego. I'm not good enough yet. I don't have the right words. I don't feel like it. My brain is too full. Anyway, you will find ego, you guys, it will take our common sense and dull it out, and you'll find yourself being led by emotion most of the time. Anybody feel like they're in the middle of some like ego place at some place in your business right now? Let us know. Please do not be ashamed. We all know that network marketing is a team sport. So if we are only looking out for ourselves, it will hold us back and it will cap our success, right? We want to lift that cap. We want to lift that lid, as John Maxwell always talks about, how leadership is lifting the lid of ourselves and putting our focus back on blessing others, lifting others up, serving others. You guys, and this is the number one way we can practically lift our leadership lid. It's literally going, I'm going to trust my needs are taken care of, or I'm going to get the help that I need. Because ego, by the way, will not reach out for help. I've sent messages to uplines crying, like, ah. I just got an amazing message from a sideline sister. You guys know Jessica Hogendorn, and she just randomly sent me 4 messages just building me up and honoring me. And I just sat there like so embarrassed. And honestly, I felt a lot of pride. It was really hard for me to just receive because I see all my failures in the mirror. But she was like, I honor you for just can't even cheer. You guys, our time in this business, it needs to be spent doing that, not looking at ourselves, beating ourselves up, like telling ourselves our points are too low. You lost that person again. How in the world are you going to get to the next rank when you just lost 2 ranks? Stop talking about those things over and over again and focusing on yourself. And let's open up those doors wide again and look out for others. It just might be that your heart and your brain will find healing there because the 2 greatest commands, and it's for the glory of God and for the good of us, you guys, is to love God and then to love our neighbor, right? In this business, we actually really are building people. This has been hitting me again. I'm like, we cannot give up on people. We build the people. They need us to help them build them up and help them forward and challenge them and call them out. And it has to come up from a place of love and humility. Because if it's coming from a place of ego, you'll feel it in your heart and you'll be like, "Ugh," and just annoyed and yucky, right? Okay. Ego just causes us to spend a lot of time protecting ourselves. And you guys, we cannot protect ourselves and bring value to our audience at the same time. We cannot protect ourselves and lead a team and grow a team and draw the people we want to draw. So confidence, let's move forward. Confidence, and tell me what you think confidence is versus ego, because your descriptions might be much, much better. Kim, it's really good to see you on here. I just want to say hi. Casey, you too. We got some newbies. Hi, Reba. I missed you. Missed your face. Confidence, you guys, is having trust or belief in something that is unwavering. Confidence is healthy, not just confidence in ourselves because we are human. I am not a robot, right? We like to remind ourselves of that on this team. I make mistakes every day and we are all going to fail. You guys, I was just thinking about this. I'm like, it's hard enough to just take care of myself. Does anybody else feel like that as a mom? Choosing the good food, really getting in a workout. I know what it takes to set up the whole family and then to try to take care of myself. Yet I'm supposed to be serving dozens, if not hundreds, if not thousands of people. That can be very overwhelming, right? But the fact of the matter is that our confidence has to be, I believe in 2 things to do this business and to be able to show up in the hard and bring the value and be ourselves. Confidence in the Lord and confidence in what we bring from Plexus. Confidence in the Lord, it comes from a rock solid belief, right? That he will give us what we need to show up every day in the way he wills. Do you have a little list of IPAs? We must go there in faith. Lord, I believe you called me to do this, so I believe you're going to give me the joy and oomph and wisdom to get this done within 20 minutes or whatever you've given me, Lord, right? Confidence that God will help you reprioritize your list of things to do. Confidence that he will lay that person on your heart who needs the words of life spoken over them today, like I needed yesterday from Jessica. Confidence that you can do your 5 reach out messages within 15 minutes every day and that he will bring you such joy and peace knowing you have like solutions to offer so many, right? Confidence that you are learning new skills, even if you don't even feel like it. You're learning new skills, and they show themselves forth when you, in faith, start putting them into practice in very little ways. They don't have to be huge ways. All of you can send out 5 messages right now and be done within 15 minutes, right? So, confidence in the Lord, he is unwavering. He helps us be a good steward. He helps us reprioritize Ask God to multiply your time and watch what he does. He will carve out little areas and you'll be like, I don't know how I have that time right now, but I do. And then it's your, right? It comes from you believing that is from God. I can get something done in 15 minutes and I'm not going to get distracted. I'm not going to focus on me and scrolling and feeding me. I'm going to use this to serve others and then move on to my next thing. Okay. The other thing, you guys, is confidence in our company, in our products, and in our comp plan. And let's just say, yes, sometimes our confidence can go up and down in these areas, especially if we aren't reading the testimonials lately, especially if we have customers quitting on us, which we do every single month. Get ready for 15% attrition for the rest of your Plexus journey. I had somebody tell me that one my first few months in Plexus, and every time someone would say that, I felt like it was like this regular thing people would bring up. I was like, ugh. Oh, don't say that. It's so yucky and discouraging. I hate it. I hate it. Once I embrace it, that is one thing that I'm like, I've embraced you. Come at me. Those who are supposed to stay will stay. Those who are supposed to come back will come back. But do not let that steal your joy and peace and confidence in the Lord, because that would be called fear of man. And that is a snare. And we trip up and fall into that snare and that trap every single day. And what does it do? It causes destruction. It causes us to just pitter out. It causes us to be paralyzed. Our brains can't even think, I don't even know what to do next today for my business, right? You start spinning, spinning, spinning. That's when it starts to happen. So confidence in what we have as a company, it's going to mean recognizing those moments when you're lower confidence and reading a couple posts on Guts and Grace community. The last couple posts, oh my goodness, are so good. And the ladies that we have right now pulling posts and putting them there, they are making sure they're viable and they're double checking that we do not have those posts on Guts and Grace community at all. Like, they're so good. They're so good. Confidence in our comp plan. Message me for my last check. Message me for all my checks I've ever gotten. Ask me for my tax return. I'm an open book. Ask your upline, right? I did all the time. I was always asking my uplines, what are you making right now? Can you just tell me? And they're like, you are so funny. And I'm like, no, it really does help me. That is such a blessing. Okay. So confidence, you guys, ego on the other hand, we're going to move towards wrapping this up. It will also, it can be really sneaky. It can cause us to make really big, bold declarations. Like, I quit. Like, I can never do this. Everyone's going to leave me. I can't lead. I can't make silvers. That's ego. It's lying to yourself. It's focusing on what you can do, what you cannot do, what you're not going to do. Me, poor me, right? It's like saying some of those bold declarations that I've said before. I will never send a bold Plexus reach out message to someone I barely know. That's disgusting. I am not going to make rank up goals because I have decided to do this more organically, whatever that means. I'm going to do this slowly because I want stable. Slow is pro. They're bold declarations. I'm not saying these things is bad or sinful or anything, but sometimes the root of it is protecting ourselves and we're holding ourselves back. And it's very bold and kind of prideful to be like, this is how I'm going to do it. You don't know how God is going to bless your business today. One person at a time. The next person that joins your team could be your jewel. And somebody that ends up being your best friend for the rest of your life, that prays for your marriage like you've never had somebody pray for your marriage. Oh yeah, it happens. Ego can also show up, it's like saying, I've decided to add 20 people this month and rank up, even though I've never done it before, and I'm not really going to change any of my daily actions. And I definitely don't want to really talk to my upline about this big goal that I have because I don't want the accountability or the pressure of actually accomplishing this. I just want to put out a big goal. You guys, some of that is ego. And I know I have been there. Maybe I'm the only one here. I probably am. I could be, but I think not because I know we're all human. Ego is tricky causes us to look out for ourselves over anybody else. It holds us back from showing up in our strengths and linking up with others. It causes us to be in places of inaction because we are dealing with perfectionism. So, if you feel like you find yourself sitting behind your computer screen during your IPAs and it's time to send out 5 to 10 reach out messages, relational messages that are going to move towards plexus messages, right? And you end up spiraling and thinking, what if I say the wrong thing? What are they going to think of me? What if I sound pushy? I haven't done enough training yet. Maybe one day I'll feel ready to do it. What if they ghost me? What if they think I just want to make money off of them? Can you tell I thought all of these things 10 billion times? You guys, ego causes us to not put ourselves out there and take risk. We're protecting ourselves at all costs. Ego is when you don't show up on a book club or a call because you just are feeling so ashamed by maybe not recruiting as much as you used to. We want to see everybody on these calls. We have like, did you know we have like 50, 60 people who regularly share the referral link in Guts and Grist community. I would love to see them all here. I would. I believe them being here and seeing your faces and sharing of their face and their time, you guys, we would all be strengthened by it. Okay. So confidence, let's move towards confidence. It really is a belief that you know you have something to serve and bless other people with. We are entrepreneurs. Think of yourself as an entrepreneur. Tell others that you're an entrepreneur. We have to have confidence to serve well. My friend Presley, and Lou knows who this is. She's so sweet. She's actually on Plexus. She is selling sourdough. She has a tiny little girl and she's pregnant from like her garage right now. And she is so bold telling everybody like how much it costs, where to be to pick it up. She is not embarrassed. You know why? She knows it tastes amazing. She has something delicious. And she's like a server. My husband and I love every once in a while we'll go to a really nice restaurant. Like we don't just go to a little restaurant on a regular basis. It's like once, I don't know, every 2 to 3 months, we'll go to a really good restaurant. They might not use seed oils or like the chef is like top notch. Like we budget for this. We get so excited about it. And at these types of restaurants, at the end, they bring a whole dessert menu out that's also like a list of coffees that are like coffee liqueur with this like homemade whip, and we can make it at your table. And you know what? My husband is a huge dessert fan. I'm always like, there's no way I can put one more thing in my body, and that's a $25 dessert, and I'm just fine. And he's like, yes, please. But every once in a while, he will say no, thank you. Those servers are so gracious, and they're going down the list. They're explaining each and every one. Guess what? That is confidence. They're not thinking, oh, we are, I don't know, like dissing them by saying no, thank you. No, sometimes it's the wrong time, the wrong night. My tummy is way too full, or we're just trying to be extra wise with finances and we're like, that's a $30 dessert, right? Why aren't we feeling the same way with Plexus? It's the same thing. Let's get ready for some no's. Can your ego handle a no? There are times when I feel like I can't handle one more no. And I know that that's my ego talking. It's my pride because I'm thinking, what is that saying about me? Them saying no means I stink. I suck. I'm not capable of this. Let's get our eyes off of ourselves. Okay. Confidence is when we aren't ashamed of bringing our deepest fears into the light. Because this business, if you're feeling down and low and you're seeing your failures, join the club. We all are, but we want to face these together. You're not meant to face those alone. You're meant to face those alongside a good God, maybe a spouse, your uplines, your dear friends. Confidence is facing the heart and asking for help and support to find victory in it. That is something I will tell you on the Jewel trips, Emerald Extravaganza, when you hit the 1,500 points and you get the vacation of a lifetime, it's so shocking. It's still so overwhelming to me. I have to pinch myself. I'm like, am I really here? How is this possible? But you're running into lots of jewels and diamonds, and there's chances for you to talk if you want to. That is one thing you hear from everybody, the hard, what they had to face, the friends that prayed with them, cried with them, uplines that were with them through it all. You guys, that's where you're going to find the victory. So remember, don't fear your upline. Don't fear me. I'm not sitting here going, why aren't they doing this? I'm here going, hey, you told me this, that you want this, and I want to remind you that you can do this. And yes, your family does need this. And yes, let's get you out of debt because that debt is you are a slave to that debt. You can be a good steward of this. You do have giftings. Let's pull those out. Let's go, sis. Right? Let's get back to real sisterly love here, you guys. That kind, that love that's patient and kind, bears all things, hopes all things, believes all things for one another. This is why we're doing our book club. It's so that we can really share the good, bad, ugly, and we really need to be ending those book clubs probably with prayer for those who want it. Okay? I'm going to end with this because we're at 12:31 over here. There's just no room for egos in leadership. Because leadership is about walking in grace and truth and speaking with grace and truth and figuring out how to bring value and serve those God has put before you. It could be customers, it's your business builders, even that person who's just added one in the past, reaching out to them. A lot of our team is going to be a volunteer army. Embrace the volunteer army. Oftentimes, we don't know who's going to show up and when. We don't know who's going to be working this week or not. We also have many people on this team who are very committed to one another to show up for one another. There is an accountability there, and there's a closeness there with those people that I wish everybody could experience. But let's also realize our teams, most of them, most of my downline, they're happy customers, you guys. It was almost at 3,700 points last month. That is amazing. Those are all your people, all my people ordering products. That's incredible. Some of them will never do the business. Some will only order once. Some will go gold and then they'll pitter out because they didn't know that there was a way forward for them. Let's embrace it all, but let's give everybody a chance. Pour some life into somebody today. And if you are at a needy place, please reach out. There's nothing too kooky, too hard, too weird that I'm not ready to face with you. Okay. What if you need community even more than you realize? And what if your network does? What if you need sweet sisters to be praying for your family and helping you create that PowerPoint idea that you have in your mind, but you're like, I'm only a senior silver and I don't have the skills yet to use Canva. Go to your upline. Maybe they have skills they can help you with and they want to link up with you. What if there are two people in your network that are meant to be jewels in your team, but you are playing small and you're too insecure to turn on your open sign for your business on social by putting up a 15 to 30-second video about the latest rank up you saw on our team or on another team? Let's look out for those people. Remember how it felt when you first saw that post that drew you into Plexus? Do you remember? It's really hard for me now to remember that far back. But I'm so grateful that Corey was showing up so faithfully on Facebook. Who knows what she was going through in her home during that time? I don't know. But she showed up and I saw it. And this was a gift to my family, a massive, massive gift. So share of yourself. We're here to build you up. Let's keep killing off the ego. We're going to keep facing it. It's going to come to the surface. Let's kill it off. Love one another well. And it was good chatting with you guys. Stop calling me out. Oh my goodness, Courtney, you are so funny. Did you get my message back, girl? Too, I messaged you about your products. I was messaging about my detox where I put on weight. And then recently it happened again, you guys. It's really fun. Stop wallowing in the self-pity. Yes. I feel like sometimes too, ego can hide itself in this like false humility. We're like, I'm just not good at this yet, so I'm going to hide. No. 5 messages takes me longer than 15 minutes, but time blocking has given it more of a boundary. I love that, Reba. I love it. Brenda Martin, she was committed to 3 messages a day. That's it. Before she put her head on the pillow at night, she'd be like, "Oh, I have to get up and do those messages." She used to share that a lot. Anybody want to share anything else? Okay. I really do hope that you guys can set aside time to be in our book club. The Gap and the Gain is one that I believe you're going to want on your shelves to also share with your children as you're learning. So many biblical, like a biblical worldview really is at the center of it. I need to make sure too that we're wrapping up that way with that book because there's just many ways you could go. But you guys, let's find our joy and our peace and the gratitude and all that we've learned along the way so far. All the junk that God has shown us about ourselves that He is not going to leave us in. He has a way forward. He starts a good work and He promises to complete it. Do you believe that? I need you to believe that for me, my sisters. Do you believe that in me? I feel like you do. I want to believe that for you, and I want you to know that I believe that. Like, that's the road that we're on together. This is way more than selling probiotics and helping people poop. Let's have a little fun with this. And I want to see you in your homes amidst the pile of laundry with the stain on your shirt. And then also dump the ego, take a moment to change the shirt if that makes you feel a little better, and show up for that jewel that is watching that needs what we have. Okay, really done. Goodbye and God bless. Rach, how much longer do you have on there?
To me,
Yeah.
however long I'm on here. And then I got to go get ready.
Yes, girl. Are you going for a certain amount of steps or just walking?
I do just try, I'm just trying to walk more during the day when I'm doing things like this. Or if I'm going to scroll, I make myself get on my rebounder or walk. So, and I'm taking notes while I'm walking. They look awful, but it's working.
I don't know how you do that. And scrolling and rebounding, that's talent. There should be some contraption that attaches our phone to our body while we're rebounding to like keep it steady. Maybe
I
that's
thought,
my intention, right?
I hope I haven't been too bouncy for everybody. I was worried.
You're making us sick. No, we all probably should be doing that. I could even walk in place. Why do we feel like we have to have a walking pad or just do squats? But then you'd see more of my mess. I have a big boom boom behind me. I just didn't realize I should probably move that. A very large boom boom. Okay. Bye, friends. Message me. I'll message you.